Hello, children of the night. I'm Reverend Danny Filth. Welcome to the making of documentary for our video, Forgive Me, Father, I Have Sinned. Do you dare enter my abode? Do you dare? Come inside.
What we're doing in this church today is filming a video for our song, Forgive Me, Father, I Have Sinned.
We've shot the performance part of the video in this beautiful decaying crypt in a church in West London. We had to get into the location very early in the morning to bring in all our equipment and lights and art department and set things up.
The location is great. I mean, just looking around the subterranean level, which looks great. It looks like it's got that kind of musty, derelict, sepulchral kind of look to it, which is exactly what we were after. As a building, it's stunning.
I don't remember last time I went to a church.
We've done it in all sorts of places, caves, pretty cold. You know, here it's kind of quite calm.
I think the location is absolutely splendid.
If there's anything I'd draw the line at doing in a church, I'd probably draw the line at doing what all the Catholic priests seems to be able to get away with.
And its location is great, obviously, because it's like central London. And just outside the congestion charge.
My name is Danny Jacobs. I'm directing this video. The first video I directed with Cradle of Filth was for Nymphetamine.
We've worked with Danny Jacobs before on a video for Nymphetamine, which was actually Grammy nominated.
That's the kind of effect.
I think that when he got the lyrics for the track, I think he sympathised with it, and it enabled him to create this idea because they're quite specific, quite colourful.
I listened to the music, I listened to the words, and I wrote a treatment of ideas that I thought might work with it. One of the things that I wanted to do in this video is have Danny playing a different character. I wanted to have him as what I've called the errant priest.
Well, it's like a confessional type thing, really. It's part of the album where the guy's kind of realising the indulgence in sin that's gone a bit too far. So it's kind of admitting and confessing his sins, but at the same time kind of revelling in them and realising there's no real escape from it.
You're looking, angle your head up. Okay, close them again.
In one of the early scenes, the innocent girl character comes to him and confesses to him as the priest, but we can see that he already has impure thoughts about her.
He's also haunted by a sort of a demon queen as well, which is like an evil version of her comes back to kind of taunt him. So it sort of swings and roundabouts, a bit of smoke and mirrors as well. One part he's a protagonist, the next part is like the victim.
I really wanted to get a fantastic performance from the whole band, not just a great vocal performance, but also I wanted to see some of the individual instrumentation. For instance, Paul's got an amazing guitar solo.
My name's Paul, I'm a guitar player in Cradle of Filth. When I'm writing music, I take influence from everywhere, absolutely everywhere. From like your traditional heavy metal to like thrash metal. From jazz to anything that grooves, I take influence from it. I love jazz. Weirder the better really, especially three-piece. Can't beat it.
I'm Dave, the bass player from Cradle, Filth. This is my position in the band, the corner. We kind of stand back a little bit. Everybody else is always attacking, that's their music. Play guitar really fast, play drums really fast, scream. We're just like, yeah, okay, cool. We sit in the background playing.
James has got some amazing guitar parts on this song, and I love the way his hair just becomes this completely abstract mess.
My name's James and I'm here with Cradle, Filth. Well, generally when I go out drinking, I keep the hair down because otherwise it might just end up in such a mess. I'd prefer not anyone to see what I've just done to my face.
Martin, the drummer, brought along a brand new drum kit that had never been out of its boxes before, and I think the fact that he was so excited to be using that meant that he gave an especially brilliant performance.
My name is Martin and I play drums for Cradle of Filth. I'm very happy to be here actually, yeah. I grew up, in the countryside, but I'm not like religious or something.
When I got the final mix of the track, I heard that there was now female vocals on the song, and one of the ideas that I had was to actually have the female characters in the video also lip sync some of those lines. I thought that actually shifted the emphasis a bit, so as well as being an innocent girl, she's obviously tempting the priest as well with those words.
My name's Zoe Cornwell and I'm playing the part of innocent girl. Forgive me, Papa, I just burned. Am I an innocent girl? Yes, I'd say I'm an innocent girl. I'm living up to the role pretty well today, I think.
Put it on the flash, just above the corset. Do you want me to tighten the corset so you get a bit more?
Working with Cradle and Filth has actually been really cool. I've had to try very hard at acting Dirty Thoughts today. I'm playing the part of an innocent girl, yet thinking dirty thoughts. I'm only 20, I don't know any dirty thoughts.
When the innocent girl is in bed and she is dreaming or she's in her fantasy world, the character that comes to her, the demon character, is Danny, but it's much more like in his band character, and it's much closer to the performance in the song, and that's why he also gives a very strong performance for that section of the lyrics.
If you want to be really dramatic, if you look straight up into that light, playback.
She comes to me like a sandstorm in an hourglass, so whirlwind of desire. I'm hypnotized to think beyond the pale, beyond unstopping eyes, something fires I want to fail.
How was it having to act out in pure thoughts? That was where the true acting had to come to the surface. My mind, is totally on the job, but I have, I'm a saint in that department.
The vision drowns like service wine, with the kisses so divine and blessed. But now I've come undone, nothing left to do but run.
One of the scenes is that the innocent girl is undressing in her bedroom and the priest is spying on her. And I really like the way we've created this scene with beautiful lighting, and also there's a decaying texture to the walls and to the mirrors, which I think looks fantastic.
She comes to me like a sandstorm in an hourglass, so whirlwind of desire.
The priest's performance in this is brilliant. He's both vexed and troubled, and at the same time you can see he's also really enjoying it, and there is this kind of dirty, lascivious sense of desire that comes through in his performance, and also when he's playing the character.
Well, I'm actually ordained as a priest.
Cut there. Okay, we're gonna go for a break now. That is amazing.
When we see Danny as the priest, and he has the visitation of the demon queen. It's like a kind of fantasy scene, like as if he's in a dreamlike state that he's trapped in. she comes to him and she's both kind of a seductress and she's also evil, but he's both drawn towards her and at the same time he's very tormented and troubled by her.
I'm going to seduce the priest with my snake and myself dancing.
Sephi, the Demon Queen, brought along 2 of her very own snakes that can be quite animated once they're warmed up.
She's a bit more quiet because it's about to shed.
I decided to choose the one that I thought would give the best tongue action.
It moves less, but the tongue action is quite...
Yeah, he's always moving his head around.
Yeah.
Satan's concubine, she makes a crime scene shine from heaven.
I'm back again. That was funny.
It's things you bought from the Ozfest.
Oh God, the metal chains.
Yeah. Everybody that seems to be here is really into working on the video, like the stylists and the makeup people, and come up with something that's really dark and flamboyant and creative. You know, they're getting a kick out of that.
And how much longer till you finished?
5, not even having 2 minutes. How long was the makeup? Must be... I really don't know. It usually takes me like 10 minutes.
I think it's really good.
One of the brilliant things about working with Cradle of Filth is I can let everyone in each department really get very creative with their ideas. I had a lot of discussions with Sam, our main makeup artist, before the shoot, and Danny Filth also contributed a lot of really very strong ideas.
Some of this makeup here is actual real gravel. So I think if anything comes out today, it will be the fact that I will be able to lift incredible weights with my eyelids.
This is the innocent girl's dress. Quite see-through, is it? Yeah, it's a little bit suggestive.
For this video, we actually went to the National Theatre and pulled things out of their wardrobe department, which has come from Shakespearean plays. You've actually got bits of armour and leather that's been used on stage.
Right. Is that one a bit tight, actually?
One of the things that I like doing in videos is to do things as what I call in camera. Instead of using post-production effects, we do things that you're not supposed to do with camera lenses, and we put things in front of the lens that distort the picture. I've asked my director of photography, Ed, to actually muck around with the camera lens, shake the camera, shake the lens, even pull it completely away from the camera body to create some very interesting effects.
Satan's concubine, she makes a crime scene shine from heaven.
Sometimes a bit nerve-wracking, but the thing is, everybody's so professional, they want you to do the best you can.
Making this video was great because even though we were in the middle of London and it was a sunny day outside, after a while we were actually lost underground. Felt like we were in this dark fantasy world and I forgot entirely where we were for the whole day.